This video is probably gonna be one of those that gets me in a little bit of trouble. Hey guys, it's CC Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. I've heard that venting and ranting and getting everything out there is good. You can't keep that stuff bottled up inside. It's not healthy. Seeing that most of my YouTube audience are females, girl power, I think that a lot of you guys can relate. But more so, I think black women will be able to relate more to this video. But everyone's free to watch and chime in on, give your opinion on what you think about, you know, what I said, because this video is probably going to be one of those that gets me in a little bit of trouble. I just need to say my piece. As you can see from the title of this video, this is just going to be like an interracial dating rant. There's so many like double standards out there with male and female, and if a black guy dates outside his race, if a black girl dates outside her race. I'm not sure how it is with non-black folks. Let me know in the comments because I'm not really aware. All my life I've dated whoever I want. Like, I like what I like. I don't really have that much of a physical type. I've dated black guys, white guys, Asian guys, an Indian guy, Hispanic guys, whatever. If you're nice to me and you have like the mental traits and the personality traits I like, then let's see what happens. The thing that blows me is, like, especially since I've started making these videos, like I make a lot of like dating in Korea videos because I've gone on a few dates in Korea. And a lot of people think that because I wear hair extensions, because I do wear clip-ins, and because I bleach my hair or I straighten my hair or I date non-black men sometimes, most of the time, they think that I don't want to be black or I'm ashamed to be black or I don't love myself, and it's like, what?
Boy, if you don't get...
Liking non-black guys doesn't make you any less black. I've gotten a lot of comments from people saying, like in my Black in Korea video, a lot of people argued with me, telling me I was lying about being black. And a lot of people said that I dyed my hair blonde because I don't want to be black and I don't love myself. Not that anyone can really measure up to Beyonce because she's in a whole lane. She got her own Beyonce lane. But she's been dyeing her hair blonde for years and no one questions her desire to be black or lack thereof. If a Hispanic girl dyes her hair blonde, does that mean she wants to be white? Like, no, it's a hair color. And wearing hair extensions is the same. It does not make you not want to be black. I don't understand where this came from. Most of the comments are like from guys who say, oh, if you were sick of people not knowing you're black, why do you wear extensions? I don't know if you guys are aware, but a lot of women, non-women of color, wear extensions for whatever reasons. They have thin hair and they want more volume. They want to put purple in their hair, but they don't want to dye it. They want to wear a lime green wig. They want colors and highlights and length. Like, we have different reasons for wearing extensions. Like, that's not just a black girl thing. As a girl, it's fun to change up your look. It's fun to wear contacts because you can. It doesn't make you not appreciative of who you are. And I'm not sure if you guys are fully aware, but until recently, black hairstyles were considered unprofessional, ghetto, and unkempt. And like, if you wanted a good, decent, normal job, then you had to conform and sadly adjust and assimilate to look more like the people in the workplace, which meant straightening your hair and not braiding it. When it comes to dating, I like what I like, and it's really that simple. It's not like I have like a radar.
Come on, stand up so I can try this baby out.
When I'm like, Korean, like that's just not how it works. I do have my somewhat strict requirements. I like guys if you're bilingual, sweet, humble, funny, a gentleman interested in more than just sex, a non-smoker, open-minded.
A few moments later.
And smart, then we can talk. Like, literally the one thing all my exes have had in common is that they were bilingual. It's funny how I get so many comments about dating in Korea. They're like, well, why don't you get you a brother? I'm like, in Korea?
What they do? What they do?
Like, I don't know if you noticed, but they're in short supply. Seeing foreigners is becoming more common, but it's not that common that you can be like, oh, cool. A lot of them are in the military, they're here for a short while, they got wives, they got girlfriends. And not for nothing, a lot of foreigners in Korea do like Asian girls, so you may not even be their cup of tea. In Korea, obviously I'm gonna date Koreans. Just like if I go to Canada, I'm gonna date Canadians. One thing I hate the most is people in the comments, guys, say that I am a Korea boo and I went all the way to Korea just for a man. Like, do not give them that much credit. I would not uproot my life for no man. I decided to go to Korea because it's a good experience to travel, to grow as a person. It's a new experience and it's a job. Plus, not for nothing, I wanted to escape Trump. He had just got elected and I said, I'm out. Like, you go to new places to try new things. Why go to a new country or a new place and seek out what you're used to? Like, what's the point of going there at all? We eat hamburgers in America. That's like the common stereotype, right? So why am I gonna go to Dubai and be like, I need to find a hamburger? Like, no, I'm gonna try some of the food in that area. Like, what's the point of sticking to what you're used to? Like, if I'm being fully honest with myself, I do like Asian guys a little bit more just because of the experiences I've had in the past. Of all the boyfriends I've had and all the guys I've dated, the 2 boyfriends I had that were the best just so happened to be Asian. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Like, dating was especially difficult for me in college because I was still a virgin in college until I was 22. I've had some of the biggest crushes on these guys. And by the way, I used to wear a purity ring. I got it because of the Jonas Brothers, don't judge me. But I wore a purity ring from like 14 until 22. You wear it on like your ring finger, so like it's like a marriage type of thing. So I would get a lot of questions about it. People would be like, are you married? And I'm like, no, it's a purity ring. And they're like, what's that? And I'm like, you know, you just promise to stay pure until marriage. When I would be talking to a guy that I liked and he found out what that was, he's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then they would like try to be all playful and like try and take it off and like, oh, let's get that out of here. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, don't be weird. Like, the first boyfriend I had in college, he was Indian, the Indian guy, and he cheated on me. And it's funny because the way I found out was because, trying to explain this, the girl he cheated with, they were like best friends. Her recent ex-boyfriend sent me screenshots of conversations that my boyfriend and her were having, which were very indicative of clearly they were having a thing. What was funny is I didn't even know explanation, I just sent them to him. And he's like, what's this? And I'm like, are you, like, it says your name and it says words, it says her name, it says words. Like, these are screenshots, bro. Like, you know what they are. The next relationship I had in college was this crazy Russian dude. And honestly, that was a whole bullet dodge because he showed me how crazy he was. When, first of all, he dumped me on Valentine's Day. He decided to break up with me. So I don't know why he was so upset. I'm not subtle about my prudishness. I gotta feel like really connected to you to even get to that level and really comfortable around you. And when I'm around a guy that I find very attractive, I'm not comfortable. So he knew what it was and he's like, oh, I don't mind waiting. I don't want to ruin what we have and things like that. Like 2 weeks later, it's Valentine's Day and he tried to initiate something and I was just like, oh, I'm not ready for that. So then I said, if you're not ready to wait for me, then we should just break up. So he dumped me via Facebook by changing his status back to single. I had my friend give back everything he had given me because I didn't want to see him. So I gave him like stuffed animals and stuff, and like time had gone by. Like it had been like a week and a half or something, and I was going to my friend's dorm to watch Bates Motel. I opened the door and I see like heads, like just the heads of these stuffed animals, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be murdered. If y'all want to hear more about those stories, let me know because your girl got the tea. I can't make this stuff up. So it just so happened that the third guy I dated in college, he was Asian, and he just happened to be that guy who was willing to like wait until I was ready, and we had a really good friendship. Even though we're not together now, we're still, you know, cordial. We broke up because I was going to Korea. So I've dated a few guys, but I've had even fewer boyfriends, I guess. This is just a really unorganized rant. I'm just saying, like, I have always had a history of just liking whatever. I've noticed since, you know, being out there more on YouTube and being a bit more public about my relationships and stuff, people are like assuming I only date Asian guys, and that is so not the case. It just so happens that the best guys I've dated who are like the most respectful of me were Asian. Do with that what you will. You've seen these videos, like I think BuzzFeed did something where they have like people do like their online dating preferences and everything, and you see like the most desired females are Asian and the most desired males are white, and the least desired females are black and the least desired males are Asian. Go figure, right? Like there are all these bad stigmas and stereotypes of black girls. Like they think we're ghetto, we're all ratchet, bossy, high maintenance. And to that I say, y'all watch too much TV. Like, go out there and meet some people, because we're not all like that. Like, don't get me started on all these, like, scrolling Facebook just makes me angry, because you see all these posts of black dudes praising each other, like, yo, I see you got you a Becky, and how they go on about how they want a Kim Kardashian type, They admire the black features but not the black girl, which is like, okay. But the thing is, like, you can like what you like that is all fine. Do you, boo boo? I'm in the same boat. But what I hate, you will go on talking about how much you adore and praise these non-black women, but in the same breath talk about how much you hate and don't like black women. Like, is that necessary? Who asked for that? Like, I just feel like when our own guys are that disrespectful to us, like, that's when we really have a problem. And don't get me started on these comments I get from people. They may or may not actually be Korean, I don't know. There'll be comments saying, as a Korean male, I think black women are garbage.
Korean men like some people have literally said, oh, Korean men like pale women and you're too dark.
First of all, like, who hurt you? Who broke your heart that like the best you can do is be like, well, black girls are ugly, so there. I just noticed in particular when I make videos about like dating in Korea, story time, dating this guy in Korea, a lot of people assume that I only like Korean guys and I left the US because of Korean guys, which is ridiculous. I don't know why I felt the need to do this video today, to be honest. I think I might have saw something on Facebook last night that I was just like, oh word, that's how it is now. So I just felt the need to like chime in, because there's so many double standards and there's just so much ridiculousness in the world of dating as it is, but in particular with like interracial dating. If a white girl or a black girl or whatever, a female, goes and wants to marry a Korean guy, they're like, oh, she's a Korea boo, she wants to be Korean, she doesn't love herself. Like, what? There's so many negative stereotypes of black women out there in particular. Like, oh my gosh, the messages I've gotten from guys who are not black, who assume that, oh, because I'm black, I'm gonna twerk, I'm gonna be easy, I probably have like 3 kids, I don't have a job, stuff like that. I don't understand. That's why I don't watch those like love and hip hop shows and Real Housewives, whatever, because I feel like they reinforce those negative stereotypes. Like with non-people of color, you can kind of do what you want and that's just you. But when you're a person of color, somehow you end up representing your whole race, and I just don't understand how that happened. I mean, it's 2019. Shouldn't everybody be able to just date who they want and do what they want with themselves and just be happy? Like, happiness is in short supply these days, so do you.
Do you, doing me, just doing me.
So anyway, I've said my piece. This was just a very poorly constructed, unorganized rant, and I'm sorry. I don't know, like I get so sick of seeing these like assumptions. And actually, I'm thinking of making that another video, because some of the more unique hate messages I've gotten, I screenshotted them and saved them in a file in my phone called Perv. Let me know if y'all want to see that, because I got the tea. So thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.